Well, hello everybody. This is Jonathan, John J 1969 on World of Tanks, and today I'm going to give a little quick guide on armored warfare. I'm going to go through a couple other things, try to keep these videos at about 30 minutes long, just to bring up what armored warfare is. I like it. It's an incredible game. Blows away World of Tanks as it stands right now. I've been on World of Tanks for a couple of years, got about 10K worth of battles, and this is my era. I was in the 82nd Airborne Division, Delta Company 2nd 325. Hooah! Up. Since I said that, time to open up a beer. That's two. So let's just take our customary drink of beer while I go through this. Oh yeah, that's damn good. Damn good. Oh, it's my cat coming over. Now, armored warfare is my era. I was in from 1988 to 1990, so I was a tow gunner, 11 Hotel 1 Papa. The guided missiles on this are not very good. I can tell you that right now. But let's just go into the garage and give a little quick guide on this. You start off, it's a very nice looking garage with your tank, excellent looking modeling. If you could zoom in, you could see they did a superb job. I can't wait to see when the camo comes out, and even mods for this. I like how the reflection, I am running this on Ultra. So if you hit your escape key, go into your settings, we'll just go through that. And the graphics, you could see I am running as high as you can get. There's no, you can't put anything any higher. Now, oh, excuse me, sorry. You know, I'm a slob. I have an i5 with a 980 graphic card, and she runs incredibly smooth. The sound, I take off the music because I'm doing this, but if you look at player focus, very high quality. Everything on here is very nice, very simple to check out. They give you everything right here of, you know, what it does. So with your systems, you're going to have to do it to make it the best gameplay. Controls are pretty nice too. They give you everything else on here to customize it. They give you everything on here where it goes. Getting used to the controls on this, because I'm so used to World of Tanks, and a lot of us that are going to be playing this it's going to be very difficult because we're so used to that. 10K worth of battles of hitting the same keys. Now I have to relearn. It does bog me down in battles. The gameplay, it gives you everything in here. That's kind of nice. I like this where you could use the different type of modes. The UI, this is where you come in here. A lot of people have been asking, I saw in the quick chats, how do you make the map bigger? Well, right now my map scale is at 115. If you look at it and I drop it down to, let's say, 90, okay, and I apply, watch the map here, see how much smaller it gets? This is where you do it. It's not as easy as, let's say, a World of Tanks. So I'm just going to put it up to 110. Let's see if we could do it this way. We can't. So apply. You could hide it. You could make how dark it is. You got your vehicle status. I made that a little bit bigger. You got your sight. I made that a little bit bigger. And then you can customize this too. That's what's kind of nice about that too. Your toolbar, you can make it bigger, smaller. Your FPS, I like that. Chat, they can do a better job with the chat. Battle log, right here, who hits who. Team, this gives you your whole thing, enemy team, transparency scales. Scoreboard, I like this. It counts down. It gives you how many hits you do and how many other hits right here if you want that. Challenges, enemy tags. I took off some stuff. I don't want the player's name. I just think it starts bogging it down. You get this big thing. You're more focused on that than trying to get where the tank is. You're friendly the same way. And your hits. I put that on there because I like that. So if I don't want outgoing, it's gone. So That's kind of nice. Then you have everything in here where you can mute, platoon friendly, profanity. That's kind of nice too. So under the settings, it's pretty simple. You're going to be setting that up to the way you want to. Now, let's just kind of go through it. These are my tanks right now. I did buy the Founder Pack, the big pack. What's kind of nice is you got this, where you got activation bonuses if you want to get rid of it right there. But here's kind of nice, the stats right up about your tank. You could hold over it and it gives you, but this is kind of nice if you want to double check. You could also check out your ammo. You could check out your crew and their secondary skills, and you could check out your commanders. Your commanders move along the line, and your crew is new for each tank. That's a little bit different, but the commander is going to be a huge thing. For me, it doesn't seem like it's taken very long to get that up. The armor, and now you could see what your armor is per different type of ammo, and it changes. Now this is real interesting if you're not used to what ammo does, but you could kind of learn, and it's going to take some players some time to do that. This is where you put your ammo, your refits, and your consumables, also with your crew. So let's just get into that. Review the status of your tank right here. You could click on any of this and it will bring this up into that area, but I just clicked on that. Here's my tank. You got, and it shows you right here the damage, my commanders, what I have, and this is where I do auto. It's the same thing right here. After each battle, make sure you do that. Now my commander, these are the secondaries. They'll tell you each thing that it does, and it looks like my commander right here only has 2, 4, 5 secondaries, where there's 6. So I'm not too sure if you could get any more. I don't know if they expand, but right now it tells me my aim speed right here. Everything is on here. Now, this is where everybody's tank is going to be a little bit different. Just remember, you're not going to go up against one set tank. It could be 50 different ways. And that's going to be the interesting thing. I'll show you more by what I mean. Somebody could be very aggressive with loading and armor, and somebody can be very aggressive for vision and scouting, and somebody can be very aggressive with hitting power. So where you're looking at that, you're going to be looking at a huge difference of each tank or each wheeled vehicle or each scout or each artillery piece being different. Okay, here's the crew, and this adds on to everything. And once you get this up to their skill levels, at level 4, so right now it tells you what he is. He's the loader and he's the gunner. You could change the name right here, or the portrait, sorry, and then the name change is right here where you can go in. You can retrain. Ammo. This is the interesting thing. In the bigger tanks, it's like that. Right now, this is the ammo that I have. And right here, this is the kind of nice thing too. If you read the bottom, best against heavy armored targets such as BMTs, main battle tanks. This is for heavy armored targets too. But if we look at it, this does 30 rounds, 20 millimeter, costs 2, okay, penetrates 64 millimeters, speed is 1,200 millimeters per second with 300 rounds. Okay, it gives you reloading time, but that all changes. This right here is 22 damage to 21 damage. This is 69 millimeters, and it shows you on the little green the 64. It shows you it's up by 5. So when you hit best available, it will only show you your top 3. Now your refits, this is where you get your tanks will be totally different, and it could be up to 25, 30, 40, 50 different refits difference in a tank. You have armor, and it tells you everything about it. You got a Mark 1, a Mark 2, and a Mark 3, and it shows you where those marks are for which tanks. You're looking at what they do. Like this right here will do hull hit points and crew saves. So you got firepower, mobility, and technology. Now, in a bigger tank, you might only have, like this one I haven't done yet, I have a universal slot. That means I could put anything in there, in these two. And this is only designed for firepower. So I can only put these in. These are what I can put on my tank right now. Okay? Now, we go back. Consumables. This is for player versus environment. The environment's not that hard. I've only lost one match, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this is where you get the repair kits, the first aid kits, the fire extinguishers. You got drinks to give yourself bigger, but this costs cash. And right here is my cash, $658,208. This is where you can lose money. Just the same thing in the world of tanks. So when you look at that, this is the whole aspect of the tank. Now, you'll start getting experience if you look here, right here. Okay? I'm just starting to get my experience, and I'm not even filling up to go to get my next tank right now. I just got the Starship. So if you look at it, if you hit upgrades, this is where you get all your upgrades, and it tells you the better ammo, everything else. So right now, I have this improves all overall accuracy by 10%. So guess what? If I purchase that, 10% better. And that's how you upgrade your tanks. Now, I have insignificant, and that's 5,200. So right here is my ship and my global, or for my tank and global. So you combine those two, doesn't come up to what I need here. I'm a little shy, 5,200, and I got about 2,800. This adds cash. You get different portals, everything like that. You can go to your next tank, you know, just to see it's right here. You could hold over the mouse. It will tell you what I need. I have 28,546 out of 64,800. That's the experience I need to get on this tank to go to the next one. All right. And if I click on this, this is how I could see my next tanks in the line. If I click back, okay, this is very important. You can, oh, beer break. Ah, that's damn good. Damn good. Airborne. This is if you want to do player versus environment, you can learn your new tank, you can learn what the ammunition does, you can get some experience, and you could up it. So when you get into player versus player, you're not coming in jonesing a new tank. Okay? So when you look at that type of stuff. So they go in order. These are my gold tanks. And they go by level. And I am still learning. So, like I said, everything gets learned. So right now, I have a refit. I have 3 on her. I have 3 on this one. This isn't a bad. I don't have any here. Now, here's the missiles. And you got to guide them in. Now, when I was a tow gunner, they were wire guided. Okay? 3,000 meters, and you just didn't want... I mean, it was not a good system. You're looking at sitting there, and we would fire... you would have to guide that. But if there was any smoke, any flames, any branches, anything like that, could snip that wire and that missile would just go anywhere. And now you're just food for fodder for a tank. So it was very difficult to shoot off a TOW back in the day. It's got a feel of it, but there's some stuff that they need to work on it. I'm just going through a quick guide. So your dealers are where you get your tanks. This is basically North America. This is basically Europe. I'm sticking with the Americans right now. You scroll in and you can get some highlights of your tanks. You have to do so many missions to start unlocking. So right now, I have 19 battles out of 50. Okay? I need to do another 31 battles, and then I can get my SPG. Okay? So if you look at this, this is where it tells you everything. Okay? And if you zoom in, it will give you the clarifications of that vehicle. I can highlight it this way. I can click on it and bring it up. I could get the history of it. It gives me everything. I could bring up World of Tanks because I own this tank in World of Tanks. This is a tier 10 medium I have in World of Tanks. They are different. A lot different. Especially the hatch. In World of Tanks, that hatch is so huge that I get taken out because somebody 600 meters away can hit me 3 times in that hatch and destroy my tank. So it's a little different. We'll see how this goes. Hold the mouse. You can scroll down. They got the previews. Here comes the Abrams. A preview of her. And she's looking very nice. Very nice. So let's go back over here. And right up here you could switch between. I have not worked on the European side yet. You got Eastern European, Western European, you know. When I was going up against the T-62s, the T-64s, T-72s, 72As, and they just came out with the T-80s. You know, we were probably never going to see those, but we had the TOW-2 missile system. So when you're looking at this, you're looking at a lot of different tanks. They're going to be adding, I would say, a lot more because they just have a lot of room, you know, in here for it expanding. Coming soon, that's pretty nice of them to do that. The share button, you know, I never done this, but it looks like you could add. You got Facebook, everything else like that. Here's where you go into player versus player, and here's your mission. If you click on your icon, you could change some icons. I'm hoping that they let us upload some icons. Missions, you got combat training. Here is when you go into your contracts, and they will tell you available only for tier 2 and higher, only available for 4 and higher. And this is the mission. You know, if I click, I can't. So if I go back to garage, let's just put my tier 4 on here. Okay. Now I can go to the easy contract. I did it. You get no bonuses. It tells you what it is. Medium, you get a 25% because of the difficulty. I already completed it. Right here, capture the port. You know, capture the airbase. Right here, capture the airbase. All right, 50%, and this is where you start your tank. I don't know if they're going to be adding anything, but that's how you do it. Back to garage. Now, here is the most important thing a lot of people are really should pay attention to. Your base is incredible. You click on your base and you build. Okay, right now I'm building a helipad. Right here, 5 hours and 55 minutes is left. Okay, this is where we're going to get some of the different role playing. Right now, I have barracks at a level 2. Crew XP earned is 4%. I get bonuses for this. So each time it goes up, and it tells you 10 minutes to make. Commander's XP goes up. Okay, 200 raw materials. Here's your raw materials. You get 100 raw materials per day. Now, I'm not too sure if you don't log in for a week and you come and log in, you have 700 raw materials, or you have to log in daily. I have not seen that yet or tried that yet. But if anybody knows, put a comment down because I would like to know too. Airport. Equipment costs minus 2%. Okay. Command center. Free XP earned 2%. Garage. Repair costs 2%. This to me is going to be very important. Okay. This to me is going to be huge. If I can get that, I don't know what the level it goes up to. It's a work in progress, as you see right here. You know, it looks like they're going to be coming out with more, and it can expand out. That's going to be incredible, because if I can do a battle and it costs me 10 or 15% less to repair it, it just means more cash in my pocket. Okay? Now, recon, premium time, 1% down. So then when you're looking at your purchase of premium time, it goes down. So all of this stuff is pretty nice. Okay? This is all going to be helping out. If you ever want to get rid of something, you just hit the X. If you want it again, you do it right there. So the X. This base is going to be huge. Get this done right away. Don't let this go. This is going to help you get your tanks, your crew, the cash, the experience, everything a lot faster and let you get up there. Now, the battalion I have, right here it is. We have a motto. I am the leader. Forsaken Rangers. I'm taking over for this because in World of Tanks, we are on there. Okay. So right now, Casper Weasel is my son. Taxman2112 is a friend of mine too that is also over at World of Tanks. So I am learning this. When people get online, we can work on it a lot more. That type of stuff, but I started it. If anybody's interested, let me know. We're looking for people that want to do missions, learn, work together as a team, because in this game, it's not like World of Tanks where you can just wait it out and take out, 3, 4, 5 tanks. Okay? This is a more fluid battle like Modern Warfare. You're going to have to pay attention to that map and the angles and the crossfiring and and remember, I've noticed people are not doing it, but they're doing it a lot more. But when it opens up for everybody, think linear, up and down, up and down. My best match was with the tier 1. I took out 11 tanks, player versus environment, because I got up on the ridgeline and the computer couldn't look up. There's a lot of players out there that doesn't look up, and you could take out a tank from the top very easily. So that's going to be that. Now let's see here. What should we go over next? Okay. Up here you got your friends list and your groups. You have your global chat. That brings it up right here, and this is what people are talking about right now. Now, you could shrink this, and what's nice about this game is you can move anything anywhere. You could design this of how you want to. You could expand it open, and you just close it. Same thing here. Okay? And then, you got your notifications. Okay? Everything that's going on. Right here, I just upgraded it, and it tells you. So, that's kind of nice. So basically, this is just the beginning of it. There's a little bit more, everything else, but just in that aspect. Now, this has been a 24-minute video, basically. What I'm going to do is end this. This is just a quick guide to oversee. And then I'll probably take out one of my tanks in the next one to kind of give a little bit more experience on that. So I'm going to end this right now. Put your comments down there. you know, let me know what you think. Also up here, this is where you have your conversions. You can exchange your money for cash. So if I click in here 7,000 and hit enter, that's 11 million. And I can exchange this and now I'm broke. Okay? Confirm. All right. See, still have it. So you go in here, you can exchange, you can get premium. Okay? That was probably 200, but I got the 1%. I can exchange here and I can convert. So this is where I can convert. So where I can get all of this global. I can convert to cash. I can purchase